That sounds pretty loud. I don't know how loud it's actually gonna be. Oop. Hopefully it's not too loud. I don't know. Hopefully it's a good volume. Oh, that sounds a little loud. Turn it down just a little bit. But that could just be the loud music. Hello! Triangle Strategy. What a game. It was definitely a game that we played at one point. And I feel like somehow I'm slightly off. So let's see if we can fix that, shall we? Yeah. Yeah, somehow I feel like I've gotten moved somehow. Who knows? But we're here to start. I actually wanted to see how this worked beforehand, before we started. And in fact, what I found out was that all you gotta do is start with demo save data, and it lets you choose from the demo. Or you can make a new game. But we're gonna continue on. As I said before, a little recap about what happened. I watched the VODs. I skipped through, it was quite long, it was like 6 hours, and I was a little worried. But then I realized most of it was fighting, so I just skipped through that. But the conclusion that I came to was that we left off with Hyzant. I think we're going to continue with the Hyzant path. For now. We went to Hyzant. We went to both the Duchy and to Hyzant. The first time we went to the Duchy, and we got some archer dude who used to be a criminal but was now not a criminal. And that was it, and Gustavdolf got us to do a bunch of stuff for him. And the alternate route that we will be continuing, we went to the Holy State of Hyzant, and we found out that they're like doing some sort of classism thing, and they're treating people like slaves, and they got their secret medical practices unlocked. And Corentin decided that he was going to join us and leave the Holy State, so now we got him. In between then, before that, that was the very end of chapter... Oops, that's not what I want. That was the very end of chapter 3 here. Chapter 3, part 2. In between, our dad kind of keeled over. Well, he's not dead yet, but like, he's not doing so great, so he made us the new lord of House Wolfort. We met our fiance, we saved her from some bandits. We got grilled by this lady from Hyzant. We met Dragan, and I tried my best to be friends with him. And then we got curb stomped by Maxwell in the exhibition fight after he defeated Avalora. And we also destroyed Exham and Sorsley as well. And I was rewatching it to make sure I could get some of the names down. Oops. And I think what I'm going to do... Well, I know what I'm going to do. Exharm, even though it's spelled Exharm, his name is pronounced Exham, so I'll keep calling him Exham. Our dad is going to be Lord Simone, because they keep pronouncing his name differently, but I'm just going to call him Lord Simone. And aside from that, most of the other ones are pretty simple. You got Patriot, you got Roland, you got Eridor, Huguette, apparently, not Huguette, which I mentioned in one of those VODs. But so far, it seems pretty normal. We are grinded a little bit, I believe. I believe we are, yeah, level 5. So we are max level from the demo. I don't know how this is going to go. I assume this is going to load over my difficulty as well. Maybe I can change that. But for now, we are on Chapter 3, Part 2. We were right at the end of it. We are level 5. Everyone is level 5. I believe most people have their weapon upgraded one time, or at least as many times as I could upgrade it in the demo. I'm pretty sure I got 4 upgrades. And we will start. The choices will remain the same. I actually do want to go into my options and make sure that my... I don't remember which one I had, but I'm pretty sure I had second inverted. Remember cursor position. Oh, can I change this? Wait, what does that say? It can only be changed in-game. Okay. Standby, terrain guide, display speed, yeah. All that looked good. Graphics setting, yeah, that looked good. I think we're good here. We can switch, oops, between English and Japanese. I think we're good here. I think we're good. I want to do... Japanese might be fun, but maybe we'll do that on the subsequent playthrough if we do like some replaythroughs. But I want to do English for now, audio friendly. Let's load this save data. I have noticed also, the game appears to lag a little bit. Yeah, the game has some lag, but there's not too much I can do about that. I also thought about maybe moving the webcam just because I'm looking over this way the entire time. Trying to side-eye the entire time. But what are you gonna do? Anyway. There we go. Roster. Yep, everyone's level 5, oh, except for Curran, because we just got him. +1, +1, +1, +1. And everyone has a +1 upgraded sword. Or weapon. Nice. Yeah, so in this reality, we don't have... I think his name is Randall. And instead we have Karen, which I'm okay with. He had some cool traps and everything like that. But I'd rather have Karen than have another magic person than have another bowman like Huette. That's just my opinion though. Because even though they can't really use magic except for their skills, which I think is kind of whack, but he's got some nice CC abilities. The Wall of Ice, which he doesn't have unlocked yet, is pretty nice. Unfortunately, his things are 2 BP, or TP I guess is what they call them here. So that is kind of unfortunate, unlike Frederica. Although her attacker is also 2 BP. TP. But I think we're doing pretty good. So, let's continue on. We're gonna leave Hyzant now that the tournament's over. Although, I could also... Let's see how bad the lag is. I could just go through the Elgato and just look at the
It's time
stream.
we head home. You aren't forgetting anything, are you, my lord?
I could do that. Let's see. No, I think it's good. I think I'll just keep looking at the actual monitor and not through OBS. And I'll just look back over here every now and again. I hope I'm not forgetting anything.
Eridor, I told you. I'm not a child anymore.
Drop something. Oh no. Oh no. There we go.
I'm sorry, my lord. Whenever I see your face, I can't help but think of the lad I once knew.
And I see I'm blocking part of the text. Oh no.
Disturb the whole city at this rate.
House Wolford certainly is lively.
Indeed. I've never seen such a big, happy family.
Yeah. I think we saw this at the end, but I'll play it again. I'll let it play out just because it's been a while.
I'm glad they allowed you to travel with us.
I'll just put it on auto.
As am I. I intend to revolutionize the world with my research.
Actually, maybe, can I? Okay, no, I can't.
Very well and good. But we also have a wedding to prepare for.
A wedding?
Busy times lie ahead, Frederica.
I think I'm going to change the text speed to fast.
Yes.
Let us make it a grand wedding. Huette, prepare an extravagant gift worthy of my best friend.
Yes, Your Highness.
It seems I'm just in time.
Looks pretty. The stream looks pretty good too in terms of quality, which is nice. Makes sense.
I came to thank you and see you off on behalf of the Holy One.
Like, the actual sprites look a little fuzzy, but the text looks clean, so I bet that's just a sprite thing.
We are the ones who should thank you. Glenbrook and House Wolford shall not forget your kindness.
I'm happy to have seen Hyzant with my own eyes. till we meet again.
Prince Roland, Lord Serenor, the future of Norzelia is in the hands of the young, those like ourselves.
Exam. He sounds so nice, but everyone in this game looks so suspicious. I said it last time. Everyone in this game looks suspicious. It's so weird.
I much look forward to our next meeting.
It's bizarre.
We have heard much about how all in High Zant are blessed by the goddess's teachings.
Hello, Nightmane. Or Rock. It's Rock, but they changed my name. Yo, funny you should say that. I was watching the old VODs to make sure, since I'm deciding to get into streaming. I saw that. I was watching the old Triangle Strategy VODs, so I had an idea of what was happening. And I saw you pop up in chat, and I was like, who's this? I don't recognize this name. And then I looked at the stream, because of course, that still has like the old name on it. And I was like, oh, it's Rock. Nice. Yeah. How have you been doing? I always thought about, like, changing the name. I thought about it. I always thought about maybe I should try and get, like, the actual name that doesn't have a 0 in it, but at this point, I've gone through so much, I might as well just keep the 0. Yeah. Think about getting into Genshin? Definitely recommend. It's a great game. Especially in the beginning. Genshin is a game that gets better and worse the longer you play it. Better in the sense that you unlock more and more things and you get to do more and more cool stuff, but also worse in the sense that there slowly becomes less things to do. But the big break is going. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty well. I think maybe this stream obviously is happening, but I think until I have a thing scheduled I need to schedule. So one of these days, I'm probably not going to stream this week, just one of these random days, who knows. But for now, the schedule seems pretty good. We're cracking open Triangle Strategy, another game I've been sitting on for a long time, and then we started Scarlet Nexus, and then I was doing Genshin stuff, and then we just never got around to playing it. Couldn't get this name without the underscore, even though no one has it. Sometimes it happens. Gotta figure out a schedule. I don't know. I would say, I don't know. I have a weird time. My schedule's kind of weird. Who streams at 3:30? Who does that? Such a weird time. But I don't know. I would say a couple days. Just choose out some days and be like, this is it. This is the time. But I'm excited to see how this is going. We're gonna continue with the High Zant route because I didn't want to. Honestly, it's because I didn't want to redo the Esfrost stuff. So we're continuing with High Zant. We just busted up some thieves in the Holy State. And we found out that they're like enslaving the Roselians. Well, they're not enslaving the Roselians, but part of like the doctrine is that the Roselians have sinned, and so they must work forever to pay off the sins of their ancestors or something like that. I don't know. So they basically have them in the mines all day. And then we helped some dude. We like captured some like medical terrorist who was like, I will bring this medical knowledge to the world so everyone can benefit from it. And the Holy State was like, he is a traitor who must be killed. Trying to figure out how to add an about panel. Quick. Stream advice with Neon. How to set up your panels. I believe... Well, actually, making the panel is easy. You can make a text panel that just says about on it if you really want to. I have my little images that I made in Be Funky because... Yeah. But if you what's the name? There is a site. I don't remember the name. There's a free site online somewhere. Is it? Oh, what is it? It's not HyperX. There is a site somewhere where you can get like free panels and stuff like that, just like free designs. I made mine because I didn't know about it at the time and I don't want to change them now. But if you go on to desktop, if you just go to your about page or just like underneath you, there's a little thing that says edit panels. You can click it. It'll pull up a bunch of stuff and you can add panels. You can input images as well, or you could just put like I think it supports, is it CS, and you can bold your like about or whatever, change the font size. There's a little guide in it too that you can, it like tells you what to do, and just write stuff like that. You could get panels as well. You can make your own panels. You could just like grab like a Google slide or something and like some free image resizer and just like make something like that too. But that's what I did. It looks good though, thanks. But that's pretty much like how you do it. And you can also set it up to have links as well. So like the Twitter panel has a link that brings you to my Twitter, and all the other ones are at the bottom because I don't care about them. The YouTube and the donation thing because I don't care about it. They're not as important as the other panels. But I don't know. I guess figuring out a theme would be nice too. I think I flip-flopped through a bunch of different themes early on. But they told us almost nothing of the Roselle. Of course they're not. Whenever have you visited a state and they'll be like, here, let me tell you the history about these people we're enslaving.
What sort of lives do they live here? What sort of life did Mother lead?
Is something the matter, Frederica?
Hello, wife. How are you doing?
Forgive me. I was merely lost in thought.
All alone. Something, something, something. Ocean's gray waves. I remember I made that same joke.
Thoughts of the Roselle, I presume.
Yes. I wondered what effect it might have on your relations with Hyzant, now that we are to wed.
Right now, our three nations work together, but none can say what the future holds.
I can say what the future holds. If I was in this game, I'd be a royal squire. If I was in this game, I'd be Tabibito A. I'd just be some random character, or a royal jester. I'd just be some mob character and be like, yeah, go get him. None can say what the future holds, except for me, because I played the original demo that takes place in Chapter 9, so I know what's happening, and it's about to go down in a couple chapters.
Whatever may occur, know that you will not have to bear it alone.
Well, she might have to bear it alone, but...
It will be a burden for all of House Wolford to bear. Together.
Oh, it'll be a burden, alright.
Thank you, Serenoa.
Knowing what happens makes this so much funnier. A land of sand and sun completed. Save your game? Sure, I'll save my game. Oh, I got new saves. Oh, how many save slots? Oh, only 10. Okay, well, that's not as cool as I thought it was going to be. We'll put it in save slot number 1. Number 1's a nice number. It's not like Fire Emblem, where you got like 50 save slots. That is something I wonder. How long can this game be if there are like different routes, if there's only 10 save slots? How long can it be?
Safely within Glenbrook, Roland and Huette retire to Whitehome in the Crown City.
Interesting.
Alas, there is no time for rest in House Wolford, as Serenoa soon finds himself swept
getting
up
married.
in preparations for his wedding to Frederica.
I guess we're also finally past the point. Oh, Dragan?
Dragan, meanwhile, presides over the blasting of a new tunnel.
I guess we're
at
also
Grand
past the point
Norzelian
of
Mines.
Frederica calling us my lord. It's kind of weird. A new dawn. Wow. Dragan, is that you? Looks like the chasm.
That should be the end of that bothersome bedrock. Investigate it at once.
He still sounds drunk. I guess that's just how he talks, but he still sounds a little drunk. That's pretty funny. Hopefully, I missed my chance to change the text speed too.
Name of iron.
I want to say this a while ago, you're probably the most chill streamer I found on here. It's pretty easy to be pretty chill when you've got no other defining character traits. And that's no cap. It's pretty easy to be chill when you're just existing, when you're just vibing. Also, I don't think I'd have the energy to be that entertaining or that hyper on a stream. I really don't. I have my moments where I'm less deadpan, I guess. What in the name of iron? What kind of...
What is it? Do we require more explosives?
Do we require more? Of course we do. And the V2 model is dope. Hey. That is one thing that I am
Lord
pretty proud
Dragan.
of.
You best come see for yourself.
You better come see for yourself. Oh wait, are we rich? Did we find some sort of like sick like ore vein? Or is it like some sort of like evil dragon that we've like...
It couldn't be.
Oh, it's starting to sound like some sort of evil demon that we've awakened from its 1,000-year slumber. I know how this is gonna go. I've been playing Radiant Historia too, and this is really reminding me of that. They both have the little
That
sprite
settles the
models,
wedding program,
like the
then.
3D, 2D.
We still must decide upon the wedding dress, however.
The wedding dress. Why am I here? I can't be here.
Not we, Benedict. Surely the lady herself must decide.
Why is the groom here when they're talking about the wedding dress?
What do you desire, Frederica?
Well, I hope it's nothing that's gonna put too much strain on the artists and the animators.
Hadn't you mentioned wanting to dress in the Rosellan custom for the ceremony?
Ooh, that sounds nice.
Then you'd best ask the Roselle about that. There's a Rosellan village here in the domain.
Oh, whoa, really?
I'm sure they'd make you a dress if you asked.
But what of the other nations in attendance? Surely Hyzant would not look kindly upon it.
Yeah, but like, what are they gonna do?
Lord Simon, is it true that you assisted the Roselle who fled Hyzant during the war? And that you then granted them asylum here?
No, actually, we helped them here so we could exploit them as a cheap labor force, just like Hyzant.
Aye, that is how the Roselle came to live within our
He agreed with me. You should try Cyberpunk 2077. Real talk? You say Cyber Crash or like Crash Punk 2077 as a joke, but like actually, I'm pretty sure if I tried to stream that, I'm pretty sure my computer would actually catch on fire. I'm pretty sure I'd be streaming and we'd have another Danganronpa moment where the stream would crash and it would just say NVIDIA NVENC encoder overheated.
It was a source of great tension, but in the end, Lord Simon's perseverance prevailed, and a group of Roselle found new homes here. To this day, the Holy State demands they be returned to Hyzant, citing their goddess's teachings as justification.
That's kind of weird, not gonna lie.
The roots of the conflict run deep.
I mean, like, these people ran to escape religious persecution. You gotta return them to us so we can persecute them more. My computer would be stable for 5 minutes. It looks like a fun game, though. I will say that. It does look like a fun game. I like the graphics. Or I like the aesthetic. It's got that nice, like,
Nevertheless, it is
I
our
don't know.
duty to protect those who we have sworn to take under our wing. Should you choose to dress in the Rosellan custom, we shall stand behind you every step of the way.
Like, I like the setting. I'm a real sucker for the kind of, like, dingy, kind of like that, like, cyber noir kind of setting. I don't know. Stuff that's, like, super, like, future tech stuff that's, like, super clean. It's cool, but sometimes I like it. But I always like the kind of rougher Ghostwire Tokyo. Oh, I'd heard of that. Ghostwire Tokyo. It looks really cool. It looks really cool. It reminds me a lot of, just looking at like pictures of it, it reminds me a lot of Cyberpunk and Scarlet Nexus a little bit. I think that's part of the reason why I like Scarlet Nexus. What was the other one? Oh, the Akiba's trip. That one, right? That's the other one that I saw that looks really interesting. I might see if I can find some way to play that. Hopefully it's on Steam or something like that. Then getting it and streaming it? Ooh. Sounds like a great idea. Sounds like a fun time. We shall stand you? Akiba's trip? Yeah. The other one I thought about, what's it called? Seven Seed, I think it's called. It's by the...
Then...
Seven Seed... No, not Seven
Refuse
Seeds.
such a kindness.
What's it called? Can't forget about visual novels? Yeah. Is it Seven Seed? No. I want... Is it not called Seven Seeds? What's it called? 13? Is it 13 Seeds? I know there's 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim. I know. I might play that one for the memes too.
I shall accompany you to the village.
It's coming out. It came out on
To tell the
Switch, right?
truth, I have never been there myself.
Oh wow, bad lord. Never been to the village made solely of impoverished people. Did I do a walkthrough of Clonad? Ooh,
It
Clonad.
would be a good opportunity to get to know them to strengthen our bonds.
As is your duty, my son.
Rosellan custom it is, then. Let us depart at once to make the request.
Aye, all of us. Ooh, I can't wait to see what they come up with.
Oops. What's the other game made by the same people who made World's End? Is it another Arc Systems game? What is it called? Let's see. Is it Arc? I hope it's Arc. World End Syndrome. Oh, they're making Arrowfell? Ooh, Arc's making Arrowfell? That's pretty cool. I might play that if that comes out. What's it called? Oh, what's it called? It's like World End Syndrome, but it's an Otome game instead. World End Syndrome, yeah. It is so good. I thought it was called 7 Seed. Maybe it's called 6 Seed? What is it called? Cue the 10 minutes of me trying to figure out what this game is. Oh, what is it? Let's just see. Otome game. Arc Systems Works. Game, Arc System Works. Let's see, games. I don't think it's an Arc game. Is it an Arc game? Featured games. All. Guilty Gear. Kowloon. DNF. BlazBlue. Genre. Visual novel. That's the one I want. Nintendo Switch, play, Daedalus, and World End. Are those the only two? Wait. Are those the only two? I'll find out later. The Rosellan Village. It looks very close to the mine. The mine is here. The Rosellan Village is here. And also, this is my chance to change the text speed to... fast. Instantaneous! Oh, let's do instantaneous. I like the sound of that. Rosellan Village. Let's go. It's time to see the oppressed people. The Gamer Village? A whole village of gamers?
Greetings and welcome, Lord Serenoa and Lady Frederica.
Yo.
My name is Jerome. I bid you welcome on behalf of the Roselle.
They look awesome.
And congratulations on your engagement, as well as assuming lordship of your house.
He sounds just like Serenoa. Oh, he... We finally found a dude who doesn't look suspicious.
You have my gratitude. We hope you will continue to lend your support to House Wolford.
We finally found a dude who doesn't look like a Disney
Have my
villain.
word. I owe your lord father a great debt.
Oh, wait! Oh, wait!
Though even were that not the case,
I know who this
we're
is.
engaged to one of our own in
It's
Lady
Billy.
Frederica.
Hope he gets better.
Few things could bring us more joy. We shall make the finest dress you have ever seen.
Oh. Oh. This makes me a little sad. Well, he's not dead yet. Can't write him off that quickly. Come on,
that
Billy.
subject, I have one humble
You can't just
request.
die like that.
I would like to incorporate this pendant.
You gotta make it
into
through
the
this so
design.
you can keep voicing all these characters and playing Smash.
The pendant you're never without.
Until she is without it. What you want to bet? It's some sort of like magic pendant or something.
'Tis one of a kind, left to me by my late mother. She was one of the Rosellan refugees who fled Hyzant during the war
During.
and found her way to Esfrost. In a twist of fate, she fell in love with the former Archduke, and thus was I born. In secret, of course.
In secret, of course.
After I was born, she was sent back to Hyzant, where she met her end.
Oh. Well, that's surprisingly tragic.
I see why it never leaves you.
Congratulations, you gave birth. Go die.
Pray fashion the dress in this pendant's image.
It shall be done, my lord. Let us delay no further. Lady Frederica, please step inside, that we may take your measurements.
Thank you kindly.
The measurements may take some time, Lord Serenoa. Perhaps you'd care to take a stroll and see the village while you wait.
I'd very much like that. Thank you.
Alright. I wonder if there's going to be any... Perhaps I'll have a look around the village and get to know its people while they're taking her measurements. Perhaps there'll be some comedy that will ensue. Rosellan. Lord Simone offered us his protection without a word about our origins or our troubled history. His generosity is boundless, and I fear we shall never repay it. Instead, I simply pray that our village remains protected. I bear a great responsibility to these people. It falls to me to keep their land free from harm, no matter what the cost. Yeah, okay, so the camera is right. That's what I thought. I want that vertical invert. Your hair certainly does make you stand out, my lord. We don't get many No, but seriously, you're the most chill I've found. I do try. Everyone is so weird. They gotta be unique. They gotta stand out. What are you gonna do with a platform this big? Everyone's trying to be unique. Everyone's trying to be memorable. They're either greasy or boring. We don't get many visitors to our fair village. Can I talk to you again? Oh, no. I have a friend that streams, so he's so boring. Sorry, but it's true. Oh, no. Oh wow, this is actually pretty cool. The one thing I do like about this, it looks kind of weird, but I think this is funny. This reminds me of the Lego Minecraft worlds, like the little ones that they made, that were all like, what were they? They were like 16 by 16, and you could like snap them together. They had like little Technic pins on the sides, so you could like put them together and make little worlds and everything like that. I pray today's hunt goes well. I'd love to fetch a fine pelt for House Wolfert. Wow. Thanks, my guy. We must be strong and vigilant if we are to maintain the peace we have enjoyed on these lands. Okay. Let's hold off on talking to the people with arrows. Oops. What did you say? Though we may be under House Wolfert's protection, we dare not leave the village. The goddesses faithful will haul us straight back to the source if they catch sight of us. I see sparkles. HP pellet. Can I talk to the cat? Oh, it's a nice kitty. The one I talked to previously, like, was mean. We'll just be a bit longer taking Lady Frederica's measurements. Please have a look around the village in the meanwhile. Alright. Hello. We play together almost every day. Today we're climbing the ladder to the roof and playing lookouts. Who's we? Well, let's go see who's on the roof. Oh, I can't jump across. Ooh, wait, examine? Oh. Oh, sparkle. Recovery pellet. Can't wait to run around this whole place like 5 times trying to find all the sparkles. We've made our home here in the valley in the hopes that we'd not be discovered. Use the lay of our land to our advantage, like. Okay. Well, let's talk to you first. How do I get down from here? Do I have to go down the ladder? Excuse me. Da-da-da. It's no fun staying in the village all the time. I want to go play somewhere else. But Mother gets mad at me if I go too far. You'll be able to venture further afield when you're older, and when that day comes, I'll show you both around the domain myself. Ah, but there's plenty of fun to be had here. I'm sure your mother would be pleased if you took up hunting or fishing. It's because you're precious to her. You do well to heed her words. Let's do this one. Cyrano's convictions have been strengthened. Ah, I've always wanted to go hunting. Then you should try it. Ask your father or one of the other elders to take you. I'm sure you'll do your mother proud. Yeah, she won't know what to do with all the meat I'm gonna bring home. Nice. Can I talk to you again? Thank you, sir. I feel better. Ooh, was that a sparkle I saw? No. Jerome, is that you? No, Elder. We came to this land in the midst of the Salt Iron War, desperate to escape Hyzant's extraordinary cruelty. Emphasis. Your father then granted us asylum in our hour of need, shielding us from further harm. I would have done the same. We have a duty to help those in need. I pray the day soon comes when you no longer require protection and are free to live your lives unfettered. And I intend to honor that. Let's work together and make this land a prosperous one for your future. Let's go with this one. This one's kind of like, yeah, I hope someday you'll be free to just do whatever you want and I don't have to worry about it. But this one's like, yeah, I'm going to continue to work together with y'all. I cannot thank you enough for those kind words. May they be a beacon of hope for the generations to come. We will do all in our power to make it so. Father granted the Roselle asylum on our lands. Though they once hailed from Hyzant, they are now as much of a part of the Wolfert domain as anyone else. See, because it's kind of like, if we'd chosen the second one, it's kind of like, yeah, I hope one day, you'll be able to live your lives freely. And it's kind of like, but I'm not going to do anything particular. But the third option is kind of like, yeah, I hope that we can work together to make this place better for everyone. I think I've talked to everybody, so... Oh. I guess I haven't talked to everybody. Either that or it just wants me to end the conversation. It might just want me to conclude. I guess I'll just have this on so I can actually see. Because it actually tells you the objective as well, which is useful. Have you played Honkai Impact? I actually started playing Honkai a little bit ago. Surely they'll finish taking your measurements by now. I'm kind of torn about whether or not I want to play it with a controller or just play it on my phone. But I don't know. I should probably just at some point go through the story. I'm not really too concerned about events or anything like that. I just kind of want to play the story because Star Rail's coming out and that might be related somehow, so I just want to know. Meanwhile, comedy? Oh, it's better with a controller in your opinion?
Do you understand just how dangerous it is for a young prince to go gallivanting off on a whim?
My man's getting taken out. Yeah, I don't know. The main thing, I guess, is... I don't know. I kind of like how easy it is to do everything, like just tap stuff with a phone, but I can see you do the same thing with buttons.
Punish me if you will. But if I hadn't gone gallivanting, I never would have learned the state of things outside our own kingdom.
Yeah, but you're the second Prince Roland. You don't need to know what's outside your own kingdom. That's reserved to the future king.
Oh? Well, if you're so interested in international affairs, then I have a fitting role for you to play.
Minister of Foreign Affairs? What's the other one? What's the other one? Minister of Foreign Affairs. Oh, I don't remember. Diplomat or something like that?
You will oversee the Grand Norzellian mines.
Yes, please. Please save Dragan.
Father, it would be a privilege.
What a reward. He was just like, oh, so you want to broaden your horizons, huh? Well, I'm going to let you oversee the greatest joint venture between our two nations.
I fear that punishment would provoke no reflection.
Oh.
And so I would rather put your energies to work for the kingdom.
He knows his son too well. He's just like, I could punish you, but it's not going to do anything, so...
I shan't let you down, Father.
Might as well put you to work.
I am not blind to your feelings, my son. I understand that my methods vex you.
Oh, not vexing.
Nevertheless, I ask that you stay out of harm's way, and give me no reason to worry.
Of course.
Mining is grueling, thankless work. Show the miners the appreciation they deserve.
I shall. You have my word.
The necessary provisions have been arranged, Your Highness. You are to deliver them to Dragan.
Father, may I bring Lord Wolfort?
Does make sense. Does make sense. The mine is in our territory.
It is his job to oversee the operation, after all. And his closeness with Dragan
This
may
guy gets it.
engender goodwill.
This guy gets it.
I know you trust him a great deal, Roland. But I would remind you that his betrothal now binds him to Frost. You would do well to be wary of any move he or his house might make.
Really, my guy?
I share Franny's views on the matter. Nevertheless, Serenoa is a friend I could never hope to replace. A friend I trust no matter your opinion of him.
And he storms out.
Concerning words, Your Highness, House Wolfort must be subject to the same scrutiny as any other.
Roland.
I recommend you have more scrutiny on the third dude, not Falks, the other guy. The dude who immediately sold out to the duchy the second things went belly up.
Is that everyone? Good. I have important news for all of you.
The Canaries have all fainted. We're gonna die soon.
What you see before you is to be seized by the Duchy of Esfrost. You shall not speak of this beyond those in present company. Any who do will be punished to the fullest extent of the law.
Dragan, You better have a good explanation for this, because I was really starting to like you. You know, I was on your side, I was all for it, I was like, yeah, go Dragan, he's amazing, he's the best. He's the only one in the duchy besides our wife that's not, like, awful. And here he is.
But, Lord Dragan, are not the resources we mine destined to be shared among nations?
See? See?
This matter is not up for debate. A discovery of this magnitude could reshape all of Norzelia. And so I ask this of you. Stand with me, as I lead this great realm into a new era.
Bro, I watched Black Panther. I know how that works. I know what happens when you sit on that great resource and you don't give it to anyone else in the world.
You risk much giving us these orders.
You risk a lot saying that, my guy.
I shall do exactly as you say.
I thank you. I have already sent the Archduke a letter informing him of our
Oh
find.
no, not the Archduke. Come on, Dragan.
When I am appointed Prime Minister, I promise to reward you all handsomely for delivering me such a boon.
You are to be Prime Minister?
Or Ambassador to Glenbrook, perhaps. Time will tell. Either way, with this I shall make my mark.
Your man's a bit too ambitious. Bit too ambitious.
And do what neither father nor Gustadolf ever could.
Alright, Dragan, calm down. You know, I was on your side before, but you're really starting to concern me. I have a feeling that the mine explosion that they said happened that killed you may not be the fault of either side, but perhaps a result of your own hubris. Oh, not this guy.
I never dreamt our hypothesis would prove true. So you take him at his word? I have no choice. The spy I sent to shadow him corroborates his report. And? What are his demands? He wishes to be named Prime Minister in exchange for secreting it away to Esfrost. Negotiations with Glenbrook are in the offing, should I refuse. So he means to threaten you? He is stronger than I believed him to be. Certainly what he has uncovered is worth the price he asks. What would you do, were you me?
You're asking the wrong guy, Gustadolf. Thalos isn't known for his brains.
Keep the secret safe, naturally. Did you not send a spy for this very reason? Surely expected this would happen.
I did. And they have been issued emergency orders.
Excuse me.
Then leave the rest to me. I shall depart at once.
How fortunate I am to have a brother who knows me so well. Ah, Dragan. You will rue the day you dared place Glenbrook beside me on the scales of your feeble judgment.
I can't believe this.
I hand down the orders. Yield or be crushed beneath my heel.
You know, Gustadolf, broad-minded and level-headed. Yup. Broad-minded and level-headed. Brought his nation to new heights by promoting those with skill rather than social status. Meanwhile, he's got nepotism by giving high positions to all of his siblings. Nice. Alright, Gustadolf. I know you can't die yet because you're main character, main antagonist, but like, man oh man. What am I to do? Anywhere else we can go? Any other fun stories going on? Nope. Where's Ellen Village? We got some green people here. Allied troops? Perhaps Roland? Got all this
The dress
stuff in my throat.
measurements are finished at last. I applaud your patience.
Is it exactly as you hoped?
It is indeed. I can hardly wait to see it finished.
I am glad to hear it.
Hey, I was right.
There you are.
He's green, so of course it was him.
Prince Roland. And he wet besides. What brings you here?
We were looking for you.
We inquired around Castle Wolfort and heard you all had come here.
Has something happened?
Father has asked me to keep watch over the mines. Won't you join me?
I can't wait. We're gonna show up right. We're gonna show up right when like Dragan's gonna try and steal all the stuff. It's gonna,
You scarcely need ask. Of course.
I already know how this is gonna go.
A wise course of action, seeing as you will be overseeing the mining operations.
And we can present Dragan with the gifts we procured abroad.
Oh, we're gonna give him gifts and he's gonna betray us. Come on, Dragan.
A fine opportunity to get to know the man better. He is quite talented, is he not?
He is a man with grand visions for the future. That much is certain. I shall tell you more of him along the way.
Don't do it, Dragan. Don't throw it all away.
Then let us waste not one moment more. To the mines.
I'll have the dress ready in time for the ceremony, my lord.
You have my thanks, Jerome.
Serenoa and Frederica journey to the Rosellan village so she may be fitted for her wedding gown. The young lord gains an unexpected moment of quietude while he waits. However, Roland soon arrives with orders from King Regna to inspect the Grand Norzellian mines, where Dragan has made great progress.
Oh wait, what's this place? Wolfort Domain. Wait, so this is Castle Wolfort. What's this? Wait, what? What's this place? Which village is this? Also, it's Telior. Let's not trust Telior. Forget about keeping an eye on me, everybody. Keep an eye on Telior. Grand Norzellian Mines. I guess we just continue on. Hopefully everything goes well.
How will Gustadolf respond to my offer? I should think there's but one logical answer. Should he refuse for some reason, I will need Father's aid. I must apprise him of the situation.
Lord Dragan, Prince Roland is here from the Crown City.
What's this?
Oh no.
Prince Roland and my friends of House Wolfort. To what do I owe the honor?
Apologies for the sudden nature of our visit, Dragan. I have come on Father's orders to offer our sincere gratitude.
Oh no.
As well as to observe the mining operation.
Splendid! The miners will no doubt be heartened by your Highness's presence.
Does the mining continue apace?
Indeed it does. There are no problems to report.
Yeah, no problems.
And what of your trip abroad, Lord Serenoa?
Nothing to report, sir.
It was most enlightening indeed. We even brought something for you. I do hope it's to your liking.
A portrait of the goddess herself, drawn with... Is this dyed salt?
It is. I understand they are used as talismans in Hyzant.
This gift would fetch unfathomable value in the duchy. I cannot thank you enough.
It is enough to see you happy.
I am glad our deliberations were not in vain.
Look at them.
Dragan, I believe it was you who said the future is in the hands of the ardent youth.
Best bromance in the game. Sorry, Roland. Dragan's already my favorite character.
Let us shape the future together.
Even if I don't like how shifty he's being.
Indeed. That future is close at hand. I suspect we will reach across the border and ask for your cooperation in due course.
And I shall gladly assent.
Yes, we eagerly await your offer. Now then, I was thinking I might examine the quarry.
Wait, Your Highness!
Oh no.
One of the tunnels caved in but a few days ago. I would advise against entering just now.
Did you not assure us moments ago that the mining continues apace?
Yeah, just not in the collapsed tunnel.
The miners are working to repair the damage as we speak. It is simply too soon to allow you inside.
Was it caused by a blast?
It was, in fact. We were perhaps a bit overzealous in attempting to remove some of the bedrock.
I had no idea your explosives were so powerful. How do you make them anyway?
I would love to tell you, Your Highness, but I'm afraid we must keep some of our secrets. What I can say is that salt is a vital ingredient.
Interesting. Bath
Surely
bombs?
you jest.
I thought you'd be surprised. I could scarcely believe it myself at first. A gargantuan tome in the archives opened my eyes to the many uses for salt, beyond seasoning our daily dishes. And now I pass what I've learned to you, Lord Serenoa, as a token of my gratitude for your visit.
Oh. Huh.
The power of salt.
What a name.
'Tis a compendium of my research on the uses of salt. I encourage you to peruse it at your leisure.
I most certainly shall. 'Tis a most valuable gift.
Fascinating indeed. I too would like to read it when you are through, my lord.
I look forward to hearing your impressions.
At any rate, I see the sun hangs low. Shall we save a tour of the mine for the morrow?
Yes, perhaps that would be best.
Yes, of course. I shall prepare entertainment and lodgings for your party at once.
Added the power of salt to notes. Well, hopefully we get a chance to look at the power of salt. The mines appear to be operating apace. Perhaps I'll survey the operation more closely until my bedding is ready. The power of salt. Salt is a foodstuff necessary for human survival, but that isn't all. It has a myriad of applications beyond the kitchen, and contains within the power to change the world as we know it. In this book, I, Dragan S. Frost, have recorded the results of my research in the Grand Duchy's archives. The culmination of everything I learned poring over ancient texts from all across Norzelia. For example, salting food is an excellent method of preservation, but doing so on a large scale is untenable due to the mineral's costly nature. If we could preserve large stores of food, it'd be easier for people to travel over long distances, or help trade goods and supplies, and even greater qualities. It could even become possible to explore the hitherto unplumbable depths of the Hyzantian desert, or to sail beyond the Great Falls in the south. The T's look like L's. Even more indispensable are salt's medicinal benefits. My predecessors used what limited salt they have to conduct various experiments. Though salt's scarcity makes it nigh impossible to put their findings into actual practice, they've shown that salt can be applied to great effect in developing medicine, producing materials such as leather or glass, and animal husbandry. Interesting. Their research even suggests that salt can be made into a volatile blasting agent. I expect even further possibilities will be discovered as the research progresses, though whether research can progress remains to be seen, with the source under Hyzan's tight vested control. But we would not abandon hope for the better Norzelia salt could help us realize. Someone must clear the way forward, else this new era of prosperity will die before it is ever born. What I am attempting to create will be vital to this effort. The potential of salt is the potential of Norzelia's future, and that of all of us who dwell within this great realm. I dedicate this book to all those who, like me, are striving for a new era. May it help guide us to a brighter future. Dragan S. Frost. Interesting. So what is this game supposed to be about? Oh, so this game is supposed to be about what? I guess it's supposed to be about building an army. Trust no one. Fire Emblem, only for Game Boy Advance. Astaroth is hard at work building a railcar that will transport the ore we take from the mines. Can you imagine how much more efficient it will make the process? I guess it's about the political landscape of a continent that just got out of a 10-year war, and they all decided, what if we decided to play nice, but actually weren't playing nice and we're all scheming below the surface? And right in the middle of it, that's not what I want to do, right in the middle of it is our boy, Serenoa, and his wife, Frederica, who are both important enough in their respective nations to make their marriage important, but also not important enough to make it so if anything bad were to happen, they could just both be thrown away like dispensable tools. And we're desperately trying to make sure that that doesn't happen. I've come to deliver lunch to my husband and his fellow miners. They eat like horses, and yet I still manage to make too much. Interesting. I never expected Prince Roland and the Lord of House Wolfort himself would grace us with their presence. Bruh. Basically, it's like Game of Thrones light so far. 'Tis truly an honor. I thank you for making the journey. Or it could just be typical, like, Final Fantasy tactics. I don't know, haven't played the games. It gladdens me to see a healthy contingent of miners from the Duchy alongside your brethren from Glenbrook. I was right to come with you. I do believe we've succeeded in lowering Dragan's guard. Oh, that's not ominous. Oh, Sereno's convictions have strengthened. How? We'll be sending the iron we mine here to the consortium. They'll want to account for it all, with the salt and all else. The mine here is under the jurisdiction of, Claris. Never met a thing you couldn't sell that one. Why is the screen shaking? Why is his text shaking? That's kind of weird. Is it because he's nervous? Lord Dragan's father, Minister Svarg, is a capable man as the Archduke himself. By all rights, he should be the nation's prime minister, and yet he's performing glorified border duty in the middle of nowhere. I can't imagine he's happy about it. Svarg? That's Frederica's uncle. If Minister Svarg is indeed capable as this miner would have me believe, how did he end up steward of Twinsgate? Because nepotism? That's how Serenoa. It's called, Gustadel gave the position of Prime Minister to Thalos, even though we all know that he's a complete blockhead. Glenbrook miner. Must have been a hard journey to get here. The roads to the mines aren't exactly well worn. Watch your step as you return home, my lord. Hello, Benedict. Despite the explosives collapsing one of the tunnels, mining appears to be on schedule. Running a mine, let alone one owned by 3 nations, is no easy task. The lack of unrest is a credit to Lord Dragan's leadership. To that end, indulge me with a hypothetical. Suppose you led this operation and an incident occurred. How would you respond? Seeing it as a joint occurred, I would resolve the matter peaceably with Hyzant and Frost's involvement. I would hear the problem firsthand from the miners themselves. Issuing orders blindly from above leads to chaos. I would order an investigation into the cause and find the party or parties responsible. There must be no cause for bad blood between our nations. These are all good. I think I like this one, though. You know, full top-down command isn't always the greatest. Meet the problem where it lives and deal with it directly. You have a good head on your shoulders and an admirable desire to lead. However, you do not operate in isolation. Hyzan and Esfrost will see it as their duty to participate in the mediation process. So it'll be us to deftly navigate those waters. I shall bear that in mind. What's happening with the text boxes? Why are they freaking out so much? The way I see it, if I get in on the ground floor and I know what's happening, I can present the full facts to everybody later. Let's talk to Dragan last. Hello. Oh, actually, let's grab this. Mining schedules to note. Interesting. I understand a few fights broke out between the miners of Esfrost and Glenbrook at first, but such is bound to happen when 2 nations come together. Thankfully, they've learned to communicate, and now everything is progressing apace. Anne is my favorite. Excuse me. Her and Dragan, favorite characters. The mine itself is larger than I imagined. I believe my hawk could fly cleanly through its tunnels. Interesting. That's nice to know. Only miners past this point, sir. We're clearing rubble from a collapsed tunnel. The rest of it may be unstable as a result. We cannot risk letting anyone through. Hiya, how you doing? Hey, R1. We're doing pretty good. Oh, Sparkle? Vanguard Scarf. Oh, I see another Sparkle down there. Just playing some triangle strategy. I haven't talked to you yet, have we? I've been teaching the others what I gleaned from all that reading that I did in the archives. We'll master the S-Frosty techniques, my lord. There's no shortage of practice down in the mines. So we back in the mine again? It's hard labor, mining. I'll tell ya, I don't see a man here I wouldn't want for my own army if it came to it. Nice. Ooh, 450. Whatever they're called. Ooh, that doesn't look great. We're paid for the iron we mine, so we'd better break off a big chunk of ore, or better yet, find a rich vein. How are you doing, R1? I think maybe looks interesting story-wise. I'm hoping so. They really were touting the alternate paths, alternate routes. That's not what I want to do. Different endings kind of thing. So I'm hoping it's pretty good. We got a new set of notes. So I'm hoping that by looking at this mine schedule... Oh, no, never mind. Geological survey complete. High likelihood good quality ores present. Mining is possible with explosives. Start of trial dig. Trial dig with explosives successful. Discovered vein. Start of mine shaft construction. Start of iron ore extraction. Commemoration ceremony. Use explosives blast our way through. Okay, no. I thought maybe this would have some juicy info that they were maybe lying to us. We got a Vanguard Scarf. What does this do? Guarantees first action at start of battle. Maybe I should give it to Eridor because he's so slow. That might be the idea. I say he's slow. He's only like 4 speed points below the slowest character. So for like a tanky armor character, he's really not that slow. Of course, I don't know how fast the enemies are going to be. Have I talked to everybody? I think I've talked to everybody. No, we haven't talked to Dragan yet. The future is what we make of it, Lord Serenoa. May the partnership with your house prove long and fruitful. Alright, I hope I had my first major today that went well, but I think a really hard one, so I'm gonna wake up at like 5 AM to revise again. I'm doing 4 hours to school today. Yeah, hopefully it goes well. As I see it, the mines are merely the beginning. We have much work to do, and I pray I can count on your assistance going forward. I hope the rest of your exams go well too. Just gotta do as much as you can. Up until a certain point. Everything appears in order as I expected. Perhaps my bedding is ready by now. Yeah. Good old exams. Oh! Oh! Why are we fighting? Wait, why are we fighting? They were preparing the beds. Thanks, me too? Yeah. Wait. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? It's red too, so it's definitely S-Frost, because I'm pretty sure Hyzant is yellow.
No word from below, you say? They haven't tried to flee, have
Hello,
they?
Kawa. No word from below, you say. They haven't tried to flee. Who's tried to flee?
No, sir. I've not seen a single soul emerge from the mine.
How are you
Very
doing?
well then. I shall make contact with them myself.
That doesn't sound good.
Was that? It came from within.
Dun dun. Dun 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 dun.
What is the meaning of this?
Are they fighting each other? Yo!
As frosty soldiers.
Yo! Haven't seen this game, but I have played Octopath. Ooh, I might buy Octopath. I heard Octopath is really good. I wasn't too keen on the combat. The navigation looks cool. I wasn't too keen on combat at first, but I mean, I played Bravely Default, so I might check it out.
Clear the mine. Leave no survivors.
Is that Keith Silverstein?
So this is how they respond. Those dogs.
Come on, Dragan. Forget about it. Abandon the duchy. They betrayed us, and they betrayed you. Join us, join us. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, no. This is chapter 4, right? Ooh, this could be what they were talking about in the demo. Allow Dragan to fall. Oh no, never mind. Wait, maybe. Because in the demo they talked about how there was an accident at the mine that killed Dragan, and then Gustadolf used it as an excuse to invade us. So... Oh, whoa. They are fast. How do we want to do this? Where are the enemies? It's Frosty Blade, it's Frosty Soldier. Huette. Anna's over here. Benedict. You know what? Let's put Benedict over here. They can try and wall them off. We got Corentin over here. You know what? Let's stick Corentin over here. And no, let's keep him here. Oh, I forgot to change the difficulty as well. We're still on... Can I save? I can. I forgot to change the difficulty. We're still on normal mode. I can't change it now, can I? Oh, I can. Nice. We're gonna change that on hard. I don't know if that's actually gonna change anything. But, it's also probably not the greatest idea, but you know, we're gonna play on hard mode, because... I played Fire Emblem. I'm okay at strategy games. Normally, playing on normal mode is great if you want to get through the story at a reasonable pace and experience the game, but we'll play on hard. Serenoa's convictions have been strengthened. Well, you better believe they have. The battle begins, pro gamer.
Protect Lord Dragan!
Oh, an escort mission? Oh, right. Inaction bonus. If you end your turn without moving or using command, the time until your next turn will be reduced by the time amount. Ooh, 20%. Gotta go to uni. Hope you have a good stream. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Kawa. Hope you have a good time at uni.
You won't beat me!
Let's go here. Let's enter and let's face this way. I'll be safe. My back is against the edge of the cliff. No, Dragan! Mighty Strike! No, Dragan!
Time to work.
Get up here. Hit him with the Iron Dagger. And then maybe hit him with the Throw Poison.
Suffer.
Oh. Did she say suffer? Face. Oops, that's not the way I wanted to face. Oh no.
Charge!
Get in there, Roland. Actually, no, maybe don't get in there. Maybe gently get in there. And turn.
If it's a fight you want.
No, Dragan, run away. Come back.
That seemed to do the trick.
No. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Why do they attack the mines? Do they mean to shatter our alliance?
That must not be allowed to happen. I will make sure they do not succeed.
You will make sure they do not succeed.
The hunt is on.
Ooh, wait, hold on. 1 second. Okay, no, chat is in the right spot. I just had this lingering thought that maybe I had moved chat and hadn't moved it back. No enemies in range. I'm too spoiled by Shadows of Valentia. Noise. I'm too spoiled by Shadows of Valentia and the insane bow range that you get in that game. It's crazy. Who's coming up next, actually? Who's... Okay, you're number 6. Okay, I can move here. Blindness? Yeah, let's put on blindness. Because
no
Benedict will
mercy
be able
from us.
to move into position above and block it off, because he goes right before that other enemy. Cure wounds, fast forward.
Defeat is not an option.
Serenoa, get in here. Face this way, with your back to Drukan. Mighty Strike. They're doing a lot of damage.
I see a path to victory.
Use Bulwark on Anna.
Stay composed.
This is...
And then face forward. We've created a mighty wall.
I shall do what I can.
Gila. Oh no, Cure Wounds does have range. Never mind. Oops, that's not what I meant to do.
Nice try!
My one healer and I skipped their turn. You know what? Hit him with the flame shield.
For the good of all.
Hit him with the flame shield.
Time for some research.
Kuratin and then Ice Breath. Chance to silence them, nah. Hit him with the Icy Breath. How it feels to chew 5 gum. Stimulate your senses. Ooh.
I cannot die. Not until I make my dreams for the future a reality.
I can't wait to game over. It's gonna happen. Pretty soon. I can feel it.
I've been waiting for this.
Yes. Maybe we should have done triangle strategy challenges instead of... Oh no, provoke. Oh, wait, he doesn't have bash? Oh, he doesn't. Wait. We can do this. And then maybe I'll toss a Firestone on him. How much damage? No, that's not going to do a lot of damage. Hello, you know exactly what you're doing. He's doing random things to kill him. Provoke. Oh no, Shield Bash is going to do a ton of damage. What am I talking about?
Come on!
I had no idea what was happening in the first demo. Oh, we can backstab. Nice. Break position. Get that flank.
Victory is within
Follow my lead.
Nice.
Allow me. Sound strike.
My stratagem is superior.
We have our backs to the wall, so we can face forward.
My turn.
Roland. As Frosty Bowman. Well, you're actually at full health. Now see, what's your attack like? Your strength is 10? Okay. Your strength is also 10. 8. If I move here, who am I? Oh, I'm only drawing aggro for you 3. What's Roland's stats like? What's his defense? Oh, wait. Oh, it's got power on top. Well, he's got 96 experience. Let's see if I can just... Can I... I could rush through, too. If I move here, I do rush. Or double thrust. Or just a normal attack, I could... Who's coming after you, Roland? Those two. Okay. But then Serenoa is following up, and then who's number 5? Where's number 5? Oh, number 5. Okay, yeah. So we're just gonna come in here and try to murk this healer, and then face this direction. So the healer is the one that can backstab me because well, that works too. Please don't die, Serenoa.
These are no green soldiers, but trained spies. What foul task have they been sent here to accomplish?
We gotta get the glasses on. Ooh. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Huet, Gila. You know what? I think I might just have to heal. Myself. Well, how are we looking on turn order? It's me, then Huet, then Gila, then Dragan, then that dude, then the other mage, then that one, then Benedict. Yeah, I think we heal Serenoa. And I can still move. Let's stay here to try and wall off the enemy.
Battle is ours.
Then yeah, let's get rid of this Esrossi blade.
Yeah.
We win. I shall do what I can.
And then Gila. Actually, if you want to take some aggro, how much are you gonna... Can you take... Okay, nice. Nice. You can take some of the heat off of Dragan and Serenoa. Because they'll target you because you're a squishy healer.
If it's a fight you want, the flames consume you.
Nice. Nice, Dragan. Nice, yes, do that. Do that. Stay safe.
Ouch! I won't let you.
Ooh, not looking great for Frederica, though. Cure wounds, annoying. Second Corentin. Ooh, Corentin.
Pry out their weakness.
Luckily, I don't think there's permadeath in this, but it's still not amazing. I can get behind this guy. Do a backstab. Oh. His back is... Oh, no, he's a smart one. He's facing the... with his back to the wall. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
It hurts.
1, 2, 3. Where's number 4? 4. You know what? I think we retreat. And then... Do I try to get both of them? Or do I go after... Actually, we should stay longer when we get to sleep now. We address the stream. See you, hope you progress far. Thanks. At this point, I'm hoping we don't... Okay, we're safe for him. I don't wipe. We're gonna... Who are we still drawing fire from? Bowman. Well, Bowman's probably gonna be able to hit us from anywhere. Scorch. Let's just try and hit this guy. And melt that tile so we can maybe toss a thunderstone or something on it.
Are we not finished?
Frosty feathers. Freeze the ground. How much damage is ice breath? Does ice breath kill? No, it doesn't. Frosty feathers isn't gonna kill either. Well, if we die, we die.
Do not miss.
I don't...
To further the arcane arts.
Level up. I don't know if they're... Oh, silence. Not that that matters too much.
A wasted effort.
Oh, nice.
I have
Rip.
failed.
There's no permadeath either. Have a... good night? Yeah.
This can't be.
Steel back. Yeah, you
won't
can't
beat
bite my
me.
back. I've got a steel back. Let's just take this guy out.
You're gone.
One less enemy.
My turn.
There is no permadeath, which is one thing. Maybe that's why it's harder. But that is not a thing. I want to maybe get rid of this bowman.
Allow me.
Defeat is not an option.
I could backstab you, but I'm taking a lot of fire right now. I think it's best. I think turtling is a valid strategy, and that's why it's used. And I think the idea here is to turtle and just wait.
Time to take flight.
Yeah, I think the strategy here is to just kind of... Ooh, not enough range. What if I... I'd have to be like here, wouldn't I? Well, I'm gonna bet gamble on this blinding arrow. Miss.
You traitors!
We've been weakened.
Gila. Who can you cure wounds? Cure wounds on yourself, actually. If you need it.
Be at ease.
I want to see if I can try and... The archers are going to be a real problem. But I want to at least be able to see if I can funnel. Oh, everyone's dying.
Let us pry out their weakness.
If I can funnel some of the enemies away. And if I can trap this guy in here, that might be pretty nice. Bulwark. Details. Let's use Bulwark on himself.
Seal our defenses.
Boost his defense. See if we can trap that one in there.
It hurts.
One, who's number 2? Archer, number 3, number 4. Where's number 5? Number 5 is Eridor, number 6. Okay, so... Let's just blast this guy.
Powers in me.
Probably should have healed, but...
I've been waiting for this.
I want to get in here and use Provoke. Make sure that he attacks me.
I'll be your shield.
And then face this way.
I will end this.
Please do, Anna. That's 20 damage.
Sound strike.
It's not going to be enough,
Victory is within reach.
but
Where
very
shall we
close.
strike?
Serenoa. Use Delaying Strike. You got so much TP, you might as well. And then just wait there.
You won't get away.
Yes, continue to stay safe. Yes. Take out this one. Thank you, Huet. Face this way.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Gila, move over here. Use Cure Wounds on Frederica. There we go.
Allow me.
Up from 1 HP.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Miss Frosty. Get you in here.
My turn.
Face you.
Curse this!
Oh.
I fight for
Okay.
peace.
Okay, well. Can I get over? I can't get over to Dragan. It might be better to just go for this attack.
You're wide open.
Ooh, dropped.
Your orders?
Anna. Can we get this is a thing that we can get over to. Move up here. Yeah, and turn, face this way. And see if you can flank him.
That tickled.
Eridor, I'm gonna need you to keep tanking, so just take a recovery pellet.
Now or never.
And then just face that way.
Forward.
Serenoa. Can I get anywhere to where you'll be safe? I can't. I can change who get. Oh, but wait. 2, 3, 4, 5. Who's 6? 7. Okay, he's gonna. Okay, yeah, he'll be okay. I can heal myself then. I was worried about Dragan, but he'll be able to act before any enemy should be able to hit him. Oh.
There is still so...
Rip. Da-dun da-dun. I went. You have fallen. Oh, I forgot. I have that stuff. I forgot. I do have retry battle. I do have my... What are they called? My special card thingamajiggies. That is a thing I have. Can I set those? Or do I not have those unlocked yet? Where are those? Actually, let's move the unit placement as well. I think the play... This really punishes me for trying to play this like Fire Emblem. I think the play is to try and turtle. I think that's the idea. And maybe ignore these guys over here and send Frederica and Coretin over on this side instead to try and nuke this armor guy because he has such low magic defense. I think that might be the play. And then also remember that once I get access to it, I forget what their quietuses. They're called quietuses, I believe. Defending Dragan. Can I skip this? I can. Fast forward.
Protect Lord Dragan. I've been waiting for this.
If I hit X. Quietus. Yeah, I do have my Quietus. Guaranteed crit. A heal. And an intanda. Okay, yeah. So I do have a free heal, a free crit, and a free turn reposition. There's no reason to move into enemy territory either.
Your orders?
Who's moving next? Roland, 15 and 10. Okay, yeah, so Benedict will be before just like last time. Actually, can I? 84. What's it if I get up right in front of him? 86. Well, let's try this again.
This'll hurt.
Nice. And then, ooh,
This will
take cover.
useful.
Nice. And then let's just hit him again.
Allow me.
Face forward. Skip this. Run down here. Roland. Just move one space. No, actually, you're not going to aggro anybody from there, are you? Dragan's going to act next, so we might as well just stand here and face forward.
Curses.
He'll canto away.
Why do they...
He's
Here
still
I
in
come.
range though, which isn't great. Huette. Move down here into a nice position. You can't attack anybody, but you at least, yep. Sarah, Noah. Move in here, you gotta protect Dragan. Yeah, you gotta protect him.
I shall try my level
Benedict,
best.
get over here and... You know what? Use Raging Beast on Anna. Might as well buff her attack. And then face forward, back to back. Run on down, run on down.
Let me heal your wounds.
Gila. Advance. Heal Dragan. He's gonna need it.
Many thanks.
Poisoned, nice.
I will end this.
Frederica, hit him with the Scorch. Target right here.
The powers in
Now
me.
then, to work.
And use Icy Breath. Take him out.
Come on.
Nice. Nice. Dragan. Okay, so they're gonna focus fire Dragan, if they can.
You won't beat me.
Retreat just a little bit. Yeah, retreat. You don't have any real need for TP, so just retreat.
I will end
Make sure your back is safe. Anna, get up behind here. Get that counter. Take him out.
Follow my lead.
Face this way. Move here, Roland. Yeah. Move here. And turn. Face forward.
Here I come.
And then Huette. You're not in range of anybody there. If you're here, you can get attacked by 2 people. Can I move you to a safer place? I can move you over here. You can get attacked by multiple people. Actually, if you stay here... Blinding air. Okay, so you're gonna risk taking damage from both of them. They're number 12, number 17, number 9. Let's just pull back. Yeah, let's just pull back to here. End turn. They'll advance. They'll go at your Serenoa.
These are no. What would Father do?
Father would retreat back here and use a recovery pellet. Because Father knows that there's nothing you can do if you're dead.
If it's a fight you want, don't underestimate me.
Nuke him again, please run away, Dragan. Thank you. Mighty Strike, alright. Alright. Keep going.
Try my level best.
Benedict, start moving over here as well. We need to get some people around. End turn, face this way. We need to get some people around so we can kind of flank them in.
Let me heal your wounds.
Who needs healing? We move you here. Gila, where can I move you and still be able to... Okay, no, you have to be at least here. Heal Roland.
Sorry to worry you.
Face forward.
I fight for peace.
Frederica. You can actually... Yeah, okay.
2 actions worked.
Face forward.
Where was I?
Corentin. Stand here. And end your turn to pick up those materials. Nice. Yep, nice. Target Gila. Retreat to here. Use an HP recovery pellet.
Now or never.
Face this way. It doesn't matter if you have steel back.
For victory.
Prevent that flank. Roland. Get back here. Face forward.
I will end this.
Anna, get up here. Throw poison. Might as well.
Suffer.
Throw poison again. Might as well.
This'll hurt.
Face forward.
This battle is ours.
Huette. If I move you here... No, there's still that other bow. Yeah, there's... Okay, so you're number 1. They're 10 and 6. Number 2 and 3 and 4. You know what? I think maybe you're safe right now. I think maybe I just
You'll get no mercy
go for
from
that
us.
one. Utilize the high ground. Oh, and I can retreat to safety. Gila, please don't die.
What would Father do?
Number 2. Where's number 3? Number 3. Number 4 is Benedict. 5 is the Bowman. Who's 6? 6 is Dragan. 7 is the Swordman. 8 is the Shield Bearer way back there. 9 is Koretin. Ten is the other healer. I think we heal. I think we... Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. You know what? Can I not use a... Oh, you know, I have to... Okay, well. I think we just do this and pray that we don't die.
Let us pry out their weakness.
Alright, let's use that Quietus, let's use Restore, let's use then Serenoa. Actually, I'm not sure exactly how this works. Let me move up, if I can. Yeah, let's move up. Oh wait, do we have to do it at the start? Quietus? Restore, we gotta heal Serenoa. We just gotta do it. I can't let him die. I need him.
Tides are turning.
Move up here. Use Bulwark on yourself to buff yourself if you're gonna take some damage. Face the wall and just hope and pray.
Good try.
Oh, nice. Nice.
If it's a fight you want.
Nice. A miss. Oh, still got hit with... Oh, even with blindness, still hit? Koretin. You don't have a lot of range. I'll move you here. Also, isn't there a way to show...
Let me heal your wounds.
There's no way to show enemy... Let me check the options. The zone, options, battle settings, difficulty, settings. Is there not... There's this. Is there no way to show... I guess there's not. I was gonna say, is there not a... all enemy range? Gila, get back here. Heal Eridor.
Allow me.
Thank you.
Face this way.
I can still stand.
Frederica. Can you... No. Okay. Run back here. You can't do anything right now. Heal yourself.
For myself.
Face forward. Get very close to dying. Hopefully that bandit takes care of itself. Eridor. Actually, Eridor, if you could use Provoke, that'd be great.
I'll be your shield.
Just to make sure that they attack them. Face this way. Why not? Yeah, if you could use Provoke, that'd be great. Roland. Now, you can now do a follow-up attack with him and face forward. Nice.
I will end this.
Anna, you can take care of this archer. And then take cover. Why not? You're invisible.
This battle is ours.
Huette. You can attack that one. Can you get a follow-up if I... No, you can't. Okay. You do have to be opposed to them. Well, who's going next? Where's number 2? And number 1. Oh, number 2 is Serenoa. Number 3 is that one. I suppose... I suppose blinding arrow on this one wouldn't be too bad if we can get some blindness.
No mercy from us.
Not that it seems to matter. Their arts appear to hit no matter what. But we can retreat here and hit them with a... Well, actually, let's block this off and heal Dragan, actually, because they're going to keep attacking him. Face forward, we're all good. Still hit somehow, nobody knows how. We got no more healing, that's kind of an L. Fury gonna attack Aragon.
I see a path to victory.
Benedict can charge in there. Ooh, actually, he can use Bird of Prey on himself.
All for victory.
And then move. And he can draw some fire over here. Hopefully. Or not.
Some research.
Koratin. You can attack everyone in this radius. You can hit both of them. Might as well. Face forward. Gila died again, which is very sad. The healer dying is always the worst because they need experience.
I'm a fool.
Serenoa not doing great.
I fight for peace.
You're kind of safe here. Scorch. You can hit a Scorch here. And also here. Let's do it here.
With the powers in me.
Face this way. Serenoa's gone.
I'll show you what I'm made of.
Can you take care of this one? You can. You can just take this guy out, right? Or can you? Oh, you can't. What was I seeing that was... Wait, what? It says 22 to 1 there, but if I do the simulation, it says 22 to 0? What changed? Actually, how far can I throw a Firestone? Pretty far. Okay, that's going to do even less damage. But I can do this. I can get you down to 48. 32 damage. No. I think I'm gonna try and take this guy out.
My turn.
Then take you out.
Did you see that? Another.
Target Dragan, thank you. Anna, get down over here. Actually, grab the spoil and turn.
Here I come.
Huet. How much damage will Fell Swoop do? Less. Okay then, well, Huet. Go for here.
This battle is won.
And then, might as well just go back to grab this. Paltry 1 damage. Missed attack. Icy Breath.
I must find a way.
Very low health. 7, 8. Retreat up here, Benedict. Bowman.
Where was I?
Okay. Koretin. So do a decent amount of damage. Target here or here. Let's target it here. Take out that one. Ability learn. Wall of Ice. Nice, nice. That's what I wanted. Blindness. Still got hit somehow.
Allow me.
Pretty impressive. Frederica. Wait. Get 2 BP up for Scorch. TP. Oops, I skipped that. Anna. Get over here. Heal Benedict.
I will remember this.
And turn.
Charge!
Roland. Oh, just a normal attack here. We'll be able to do enough for this guy.
Have another! Look at me learning.
Move up here.
When did Gustadolf muster up such a force?
I don't know. When did he?
But I know I am in the right. They will not take me so easily.
I've been waiting for this.
Then, well, bam! Gonna go after Corentin.
Battle is ours.
We're looking at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not in range, but I can get in range. Ooh. I can get in range here. Let's try and get blindness on again.
Darkness engulfs you.
Utilize the high ground. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground.
You won't get away with it.
Yeah, yeah. Take him out, Dragan.
I see a path to victory.
Can I attack from here? I can't. Didn't think so. Go here. You know what? You might as well do one. You might as well just tink him.
My turn. Just as I planned. For the future of House Wolford.
Yeah, just a little bit, a little tink.
Where was I?
Corentin, that's not enough damage. But if I were to say... Oh, you don't have enough TP for any... Okay, well... 1, who's number 3? Anna's 3, or 4, who's 2? Frederica. Well, I say... we use a pellet on Dragan.
For the imposition.
I will end this.
Ooh, actually, Frederica, that's Scorch. Weak point, go! Nice.
Time to work.
And then do throw poison.
This'll hurt.
And then do throw poison again.
Victory is within reach.
And then face forward.
Careful.
Nice, missed attack. Just what I was hoping for.
I won't lose.
Roland, you might as well start chasing after him. Oh, actually, loop around, go after this archer.
Come at me.
Go here. Take out this guy.
The hunt is on.
Huet. Continue to harass this archer. Yes, a wasted turn on healing.
Let us pry out their weakness.
Get in here. Get that critical hit again.
Just as I planned.
Face forward.
Time for some research.
Corentin. No real place that you can go. We might as well just end your turn.
My turn.
Anna, get in here. Get a follow-up attack.
Allow me.
My stratagem that seemed to work.
And then another follow-up attack.
Allow me.
Just as I planned.
Face forward.
I won't lose.
Charge in there. Might as well use Devil Thrust. There's no reason not to.
Stand a chance.
Face forward.
I will end this.
Frederica. You can't be in range of anybody. You don't have enough TP for anything. So let's just end your turn. Go here. Or actually, sprint.
To victory!
Oops, that's not what I meant to do. That actually wasn't as far as I thought it was going to be. Another clash. Run away.
Battle is ours.
Huet, can you get this one yet? Actually, go after the healer. Can you still hit him from here? Yeah. Go after the healer.
My pride is my shield.
That's always a good one. Stop them from continuing their
Fight you want.
thing. We lost Gila, which is not great. We lost Roland too. Oh no. Benedict, get over here. Heal Anna.
Let us reverse our fortune.
So, it falls to me.
Icy Breath. Brings you down to 32. This brings you down to 21.
Cold wind blows.
Your orders?
And then take cover. Go invisible.
Let me show you what I've learned.
Scorch, will that reach? It will. Get rid of this Bowman. Nice. Another level up.
Come at me.
Eridor. Get going over here. Protect Gustadelf. Not Gustadelf. Dragan. Go after the healer again.
If it's a fight you want.
More poison. Another cure wounds. Take cover. Can I get down actually to hit you? I can. I'll do that.
Let us pry out their weakness.
Go over here. Use Bulwark again.
A brief respite.
Face forward.
So, it falls to me.
Wait for your BP, I guess.
I will end this.
You wait too, Frederica. You're too squishy.
You won't beat me.
Eridor, you're safe here. But you can't get there. You can only get to here. Move up one tile, I guess.
This battle is ours.
Get rid of that healer.
This battle is won.
Move over here to take some fire.
If it's a fight you want.
We must tread carefully.
Run all the way back here, Anna, and take cover.
Into the shadows.
And turn.
I fight for peace.
Start moving up. You're at 2 right now, we'll be at 2 next turn, so use Fire Shield just in case.
Now then, to work.
Go Renton. End your turn. You are resistant to ice.
To victory.
Attack this Bowman. Face this way.
Careful.
Miss.
Come at me.
Eridor. Use Sprint.
To victory.
Now, can you still not get over here? Is it because it's icy? Oh yeah, higher movement count. Face this way. You're getting closer to the spoils. Huet, retreat back up to here. And just start pestering them again.
If it's a fight you want.
Anna, get up here. I'm gonna hold off on healing you for now.
So, it falls to me.
Renton, can I hit you with resistance? You're a bow? Yes, okay. So, Wall of Ice won't do anything. Frosty Feathers, Icy Breath. Who's going next? Who's next up in the queue? you. I suppose I should move you here and use Frosty Feathers.
That didn't work.
Just for the extra damage. Well, yeah, while you retreat.
I will end this.
And then Frederica, you can use Scorch and you should be able to take, yeah, you can take this guy out.
Powers in me.
Let us pry
And
out
then
their weakness.
Benedict, you can go here and just attack.
Your defense
Face
is
forward.
weak.
It's only a flesh wound.
Move here and turn. Get the spoils.
Traitors!
Again.
Come.
Nice. You can get a critical hit on this S-Frosty soldier. Move. Not blind, but short bow. Oh. It's gonna hit the... Can I do it from here? I can. Okay. It's gonna hit the rock.
This battle is won.
And I get over here as well. You can just end your turn.
Where was I?
Corentin. End your turn, because you can't hit anybody.
I fight for peace.
Frederica, you can't hit anybody either. End your turn. Out of harm's way. Benedict, can you cane sword? No, you can't. So we'll just attack this guy again. Whack him up front. Face forward.
You traitors!
Dragan, do whatever. Yeah, go Dragan. Nice. Eridor. I guess you could use sprint and start running back around. You're kind of out on your own here.
We must tread carefully.
Anna, you know what, Anna? Not take cover. Throw poison. Oh, you're gonna have to be closer. You're gonna have to be closer. Throw poison, see if you can get this last bit of experience. There we go. And then take cover so you don't get targeted by anybody. I think you're good, but do it anyway.
Time to take flight.
Huet. Boom.
This ends now.
Oh, I probably should have gone from the other direction to get the follow-up attack with Benedict, but oh well. We did it, and only 3 people died. Of course, it was the main character, the prince, and the healer, but could have been worse. I think I'm gonna go buy some more Quietuses. Quietuses? If we have enough kudos, I think I'm gonna see if I can get some more of those, because those are pretty useful. Or maybe buy the thing that lets me use 3 per battle.
What is the meaning of this?
Why Zesfrost attacking the mines? Are they gonna melt down their own forges next?
Incomprehensible. The miners have all been slain.
Not just the miners, but the women and children.
How did it come to this?
Come on, Dragan. This is it. Join us. Defect. Leave Aspharost.
Lord Dragan, you know something of this, do you not?
You've nothing left to hide. Talk.
Join us instead.
I underestimated him. I never thought he would go this far.
Oh! I told you. I told you. We already knew. Take the glasses off because we're out of combat. We already knew that he was gonna die. He was gonna die in a mine accident. Then they were gonna blame Glenbrook, and then they were gonna invade us. We already knew this was gonna happen, and it happened. No.
Dragan, no!
There are survivors.
How dare you!
Quick, Dragan. Quick, Gila.
Stay with me, Dragan.
Gila, get over here quick. You gotta heal him. Use Cure Wounds. What are you doing? Don't just stand there.
Had I but spoken the truth, it would not have come to this. I thought, at last, I could step out of their shadow. That I had the upper hand.
Rip.
Father. Father. Forgive me.
Rip.
No!
F. F.
What in the world
Not
is
Dragan.
happening?
He was the best of us.
We can do naught to set this right, my lord. Let us inform the king at once.
Hail! Is Prince Roland among you? I have a message.
Speak it now.
Whitehome Castle is under attack, Your Highness.
Of course it is. Of course it
It
is.
is the Frosty army.
What in the... Damn it all! The hell is going on?
Control yourself. At any rate, we must confirm exactly what has happened.
Let us return to the kingdom. Frederica, my heart aches for you, but...
We've no time. I know. I am with you.
Would this did not fall to you, but alas. See to it that Dragan receives a proper burial.
Yes, my lord. Take care. The army has the Crown City surrounded.
Come on, Tellier. Come on, folks. It's time for the 3 high houses to defend the king. Come on. Let's go.
Ah, a survivor. Kill him. There you are, fair Dragan. What a pity that your dreams of being Prime Minister shall be nothing more than that. Tell me, does it pain you?
You know what, Alice? I'm really looking forward to the day that you show up as an enemy commander on the map, and I get to absolutely demolish you. I mean, look at this man. Look at him. Whitley looking. Look at him. Although I gotta say, this little sprite, that's pretty funny. Little animation right there, that right there, that's pretty funny.
Lord Thalas, a word. The entire regiment of assassins have fallen as well. This bodes ill.
It matters not, so long as the miners have been slaughtered. Saves us the trouble of having to silence them.
But, my lord...
Enough. Dispose of our dead and be done with it. My brother will wish to hear that we did.
The soldier sounds so funny. He's just like...
Aye, my lord. Shall we bury Lord Dragan as well?
He's just kind of like, alright boss, whatever you say.
No. Leave him to rot. Or fill the belly of some mangy cur.
Really? Really? Really, Thalas? You're gonna do him dirty like that? I know you hated each other, but a new dawn completed. Save game. Never forget. Your sacrifice will definitely be in vain, Dragan.
That night, Esfrost invades Glenbrook without warning. The attack is all the more shocking, coming on the eve of the two nations' grand new mining venture. The Duchy easily rushes into the Crown City, taking advantage of Glenbrook's unprepared defenses.
Yup. We're checking all the boxes so far on the standard fantasy RPG.
Caught unawares by the sudden assault, Glenbrook's scattered forces can do nothing to fend off the invaders.
Yeah, you know, it happened in Final Fantasy 15. It happened in that one anime for that mobile game I don't remember the name of. It kind of happened in Shironeko Chronicles. It happened in Genealogy of the Holy War. It happened in Thracia 776. It happened in Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light. Pretty much all the Fire Emblem games. I'll never get over how...
Serenoa and his retinue rush from the mines to King Regna's aid, slipping past the siege into Whitehome Castle via the secret passage, known only to Prince Roland.
Ah yes, defend from the inside. That's not what I would have done. Personal opinion. Definitely would not have snuck into the castle. I definitely would have been like, yo, Tellior, Falks, it's time. We gotta fight the Duchy. And I definitely would have fought them from the outside, while they were fighting on the inside.
Hold strong! Don't let them get to the castle!
I definitely would have tried to do a reverse pincer here, but hey, I'm not Lord Serenoa of House Wolford. Hold strong! Dies.
That armor! The Black Irons! Esfrost! Esfrost is attacking!
That's what I sound like when I'm trying to do voices for dialogue in Genshin. That's me right there.
What? Why does the Duchy march against us?
And why does one of the soldiers not have his weapon out?
This is a flagrant breach of the treaty. Levy a complaint against Archduke Gustadolf immediately.
Granny, why are you so useless? Why? Why are you so useless?
I fear we're past the time for formal complaints, Your Highness.
This guy gets it. This guy understands.
We can hold them no longer. We must inform His Majesty at once.
Of course. My father and Cordelia must be protected at all costs.
Oh no, not the Magitech. However, will the Kingsglaive be able to defeat the onslaught of the Magitech army?
Esfrost invaded the Crown City by night! Preposterous! Gustadolf, what is that bastard scheming?
Lord Simon, I bring word from King Regna. He says, should the crown fall, Glenbrook is in your hands.
Your Majesty.
Fetch my armor! I march to the Crown's aid!
Oh no, this is where he's gonna die.
At least wait for Lord Sereno and his retinue to return.
I can already tell. I've played enough Fire Emblem games. It's a dad, it's a living parent, he's definitely gonna die.
Out of my way! I pledge my loyalty to His Majesty, and it's a vow I intend to—
Oh, he's gonna collapse his heart. Yep.
Your heart, my lord!
Your heart, my lord.
Summon a healer, quickly!
Such a good voice, too. Like, that's such a good voice for the servant.
Death cannot take me yet. Serenoa, Benedict.
I'm really waiting for a point to give me, like, re-ram the map. Character stories, nice. Character stories are now available on the world map. Hiccup them to rally new allies to your cause, or learn more about those who've already joined you. Excuse me. The characters rallied to your cause are influenced by Serenoa's conviction. The strength of your bond with an ally depends on the number of times that character has been defeated in battle. Some character stories may not be available right away depending on your progress in the main story. Nice. So we got 2 character stories in the tent. We've got a side story in the Tellior streets. I'm excited about that one. Please do something, Lord Tellior. But I think, for now at least, I think that's where we're gonna end the game. So actually, we saved right at the end of A New Dawn, so I might just let this recap again. I don't know. Start next stream, we might just go through that again. Or... no, I think we'll save it for next stream. I thought about maybe continuing on, but I feel like it's gonna go on for a long time. I don't want to stream for too long, even though we've been streaming for a while recently. So I think let's make a save just in case, just right after, just to see. Oh, it's only 6 minutes, yeah. I'll just load that previous save before at the end of chapter 4, and we'll just go through the beginning of that at the start of next stream as a little recap. We've got 2 character stories to do and a side story to do, so that'll be interesting. I'll be interested to see what else is unlocked inside the little tent thing, whether it's the same as the demo, whether we can do auxiliary battles or not. And I'll have to buy some more healing pellets because, man oh man, did we use a lot. They weren't kidding, it is hard. Hopefully, though, it works like hard in other games where it's hard at the beginning, but over time it gets easier. Hopefully it'll just get hard, like, we'll snowball and our characters will get much stronger and we'll have less to worry about in the future. Although, I don't know. It's a very interesting game, I will say. Preset characters, like a classic RPG and all that. But also, there's no counterattacking, which I suppose is a good thing. I guess the game is bounced around that. But I'm always used to, because I play Fire Emblem, I'm used to all your characters, all the enemy characters, and you can counterattack, and everyone counterattacks. This is a little bit more like XCOM, I guess, or other RPGs that use a speed-based turn counter, like Radiant Historia. This one that I played the demo for, I don't remember the name of, but like XCOM, Radiant Historia, Bravely Default, stuff like that. Which is interesting, just not what I'm used to. But I'm interested to see where things are going. Dragan is unfortunately already dead. We're only on chapter 5, but it seems like we're catching up very quickly to what they originally called chapters 9 through 11 in the original demo. Unless they changed that and they're no longer chapters 9 through 11. Because chapters... yeah, 9 through 11, the original demo starts right after the fall of the castle. Like, right after Simone dies and all that good jazz. Esfrost is taken over, and then it's like Tellier, Falks, and Wolfort who are like rallying to fight. So this seems like we're getting very close to that point. So much so that I don't know if there's 4 chapters of stuff that could be in between. So maybe they moved it up, maybe there's a lot that happens in between, maybe there's a section where we kind of step away from what's happening in here and we kind of do like a meanwhile in like Hyzant or Esfrost or something. I'm not too sure how that would work though. But anyway, presumably the plan right now is to stream this week. Standard time, standard plays. But one of the days, I'm not sure which yet today, at this point. One of the days this week there will be no stream, most likely. I'm not exactly sure when, but I should know. I should have it all sorted out tomorrow, so I'll just have a tweet out. If it is tomorrow, it'll just be a tweet saying that tomorrow that stream's canceled. If it's not tomorrow, it'll just be one being like, hey, there's gonna be no stream on whatever day it is, and then another tweet that day just reminding everybody. But this has been really exciting. There's not too much to talk about. That's one thing. I feel like I'm focusing too much during the actual maps to talk too much besides just say what's on screen and speaking, or just like saying my thoughts aloud. But I feel like normal is a bit too boring. And I want to have a bit of a challenge. We got to make it high stakes. It's no fun if we steamroll everything. But anyway. It's been good to get back into this. In other news, I guess we're hitting affiliate sometime soon. Maybe, potentially, depending on how things go. We're very close. And so I was wondering whether or not I even wanted to register for that. Because on one hand, emotes, which I can kind of do with Better TV and Ranker, but integrated channel points, more integrated stuff, separate rewards from the loyalty points that we already have, which again, it's kind of like we already have them set up. But this would be integrated better. On the other hand, and also, the main benefit I see in my mind is the ability to downscale the stream. I know Luigi had some problems with the stream and their connection. That might have just been the super high bitrate. But the ability to drop it down from 720 to anything lower if you really wanted to. But the counter side of that is ads, and no one likes ads. we're not at it yet, but when we do, I want to get some more feedback from all of you about what you think about that. And I'm gonna try and do the math to figure out the minimum amount of ads I can do to get rid of pre-rolls and get the maximum amount of time to make them as unobtrusive as possible. I'm thinking right at the start, because there's like a solid like 2 minutes right at the start of the stream where there's nothing happening, it's just the starting screen. I think maybe as soon as I go live, that might be the time to play ads, but we'll see. We're not there yet, so I have a little bit of time. And even when I do hit the requirements, I don't have to apply right away. And I might not apply, who knows. But we've saved, so let's return to the title screen. Save your game. No, I don't. Return to the title screen. Save your game. No, I do not want to save. We can look at the wonderful little animation, title screen animation that they have here. Thanks for the stream, bro. Hey, thanks for watching, and good luck on your streams as well, Knight. I guess I should mention now, you want to still be Rock or Knight or what? I assume just going on screen names. There we go. Ooh, fancy. I wonder if we'll see any places we haven't gone to yet. I think I recognize that from the demo. I recognize that from the demo. I recognize that from the demo. That's Falks. That's Wolfort. Don't recognize that. That's Esfrost. That's the mines. That's the throne room from the demo. Up to you. I think I'll just go with Knight. It's the screen name. It'll make more sense. But I'll just keep that mental note in my mind. Look at all the exciting stuff that maybe will happen in the game. Who knows? Dragan, bless his heart. Even though he totally tried to sell us out. But anyway, I don't think we were gonna get stricken. Let's actually move over here. I don't think we were gonna get struck anyway with any copyright or anything like that. But sure, it'd be done possibly. Yeah. Genshin is always a good one for stuff like that, just because I don't have a lot of multiplayer games. But if you ever want to start playing or start streaming or something like that, we'd have to probably join your world, and then we could maybe explore or something. Because you can't. I don't think you can't join people's worlds that are higher than yours, but you can join people's who are lower, I guess. Okay, yeah, that's the song I thought it was. And now I'm upset. We definitely weren't getting copyright striked before, because there was nothing that could hit copyright. But I'm guaranteed down for Genshin, you'd probably like to join mine. It might be fun just exploring, wandering around. But this is where we will definitely get a copyright strike. I'm definitely gonna get this VOD muted. But it'll be funny for the actual stream. So I guess that's the part where I say thank you all for watching, stopping by. Oh, wait. Oh, no dropped frames. We had a very smooth stream today, so there are no bonus points given out. But I guess that's it. I started making a webtoon too on Webtoons, but I'm not going to elaborate anything more on that because it's something I'm doing for fun. And it's unrelated to the stream. So I'll say that I'm doing it, and you can have fun trying to track down which one mine may be out of the thousands and thousands of submissions that they have on that site. And with that, I will thank you all for watching. We will be streaming sometime this week, Tuesday through Saturday, with one of those days missing. I think Saturday, usually it's a free day, so I don't know what we'll do, honestly. Ooh, actually, I do know what we're gonna do. On Saturday, I think we're gonna play Seabed because I haven't gotten too far into the game, and I kind of want to finish it. Either that, or we'll play Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition because it's a funny game. It's a funny game to take a AAA game like Final Fantasy 15 and then play like the mobile version of it. It's so funny. So we might do that. And hopefully we can get Danganronpa. I can get the scheduling for Danganronpa sorted out with my friend because we do got to finish that game. We're only like 3 chapters in. But after I do my whole tangent, this is the 3rd time I've said we're going to end the stream, so I think I've hit my quota. That's going to be it for today. Thank you all for stopping on by. And we got a funny song for the ending, so no Jotunheim Lullaby. But I will see you all later. Goodbye. No, stop. Stop, Jotunheim. Stop. Don't do that. We gotta play this one instead.
Creeper. Oh man. So we back in the mine, got our pickaxe swinging from side to side, side to side. This task a grueling one, hope to find some diamonds tonight, diamonds tonight. Heads up, you hear a sound, turn around and look up. Total shock fills your body. Oh no, it's you again. I can never forget those eyes. 'Cause baby tonight, the creeper's trying to steal our stuff again. 'Cause baby tonight, you grab your pick, shovel and bolt again. And run until it's done, until the sun comes up in the morn. 'Cause baby tonight, the creeper's trying to steal our stuff again. Just when you think you're safe, overhear some hissing from right behind, right behind. That's a nice life you have, shame it's gotta end at this time. Blows up, then your health bar drops and you could use a one-up. Get inside, don't be tardy. So now you're stuck in there, half a heart is left, but don't die. 'Cause baby tonight, the creeper's trying to steal our stuff again. 'Cause baby tonight, you grab your pick, shovel and bolt again. And run until it's done, until the sun comes up in the morn. 'Cause baby tonight, the creeper's trying to steal our stuff again.
You're mine. Dig up diamonds and craft those diamonds and make some armor. Get it, baby, going forge that like you so. MLG Pro, the sword's made of diamonds, so come at me, bro. Training in your room under the torchlight, hone that form to get you ready for the big fights. Every single day in the home, like creepers out prowling. Alright, look at me, look at you. Take my revenge, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm a warrior, baby, what else is new? And my blade's gonna tear
'Cause
through you.
baby
Bring it.
tonight, the creeper's trying to steal all our stuff again.
Gather your stuff. Yeah, let's take back the world.
Baby tonight, grab your sword, armor, and gold.
It's on.
Take your revenge. Oh.